Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of From My Experience podcast. I am your host, Rob, and I'm not alone. I have the co-hostess with the absolute mostest, and I celebrate her. Ericca is in the building. What's going on, Ericca?
Nothing, just shaking bacon. Nothing.
Child, I thought you had a ponytail in your head, but that was your cat behind you.
Yeah. She wanted to be included. She got FOMO.
Clearly. Ugh. All right, so last time we talked to the beautiful people, you were getting over the suds. I was getting over being almost 40. I'm much better. I may sound a little groggy, y'all. That's because I was very relaxed today. Been finding a lot of peace. Been compartmentalizing some things, and as I talked about on the last episode, been mitigating some emotional ties, and I am taking to heart and I'm taking heed of something some very close people said to me. They said, you don't take good enough care of yourself. You're always going above and beyond for everybody else, and when you're going to do that for yourself. And I'll get into that with one of our topics. But how have you been, Ericca?
I can't complain. I got my soju. I just ate a blow pop. I told you I'm waiting for this burrito to be delivered. It's hump day. I'm prepared and ready.
I remember the days when I had light responsibilities and people order food. I'm the nigga ordering the food now. I'm like, this is so backwards. Like,
oh, I haven't paid any bills. I'm just like,
all right, I'm gonna hit the episode start music. All right, y'all. So she done pissed me off. What's going on, y'all? You know, we're promoting positivity per usual. We should hopefully in the near future have 2 special guests on the show. Working on that, man. But life has been good. Ericca, oh man, you just pissed me off with that. I really wish if I wasn't paying bills right now, I'd be able to buy a house by February easily.
Yeah.
Like easily. But yeah, life is good. I hope y'all been good out there. I hope y'all been promoting positivity. I hope you've been taking care of yourselves physically, mentally, and financially. We gonna get into a couple things today, per usual. And we have some exciting historical news. Stay tuned. Gotta let the music fade out. Shout out to, what's your cat's name again?
Tootie.
You say Tootie?
Tootie.
Okay, I'm not allowed to say it regular. Tootie is a part of the show. Sorry, y'all.
Yes. She just bumped into the microphone, too.
Ooh, Bumpbox has 70% off. I kind of want one of those.
What is it?
The Bumpbox, the Bluetooth boom boxes. Those things been out for a minute.
Do a little oomps.
I heard they was janky when they first came out. Well, now that Ericca's here, let me cue her headlines music.
Can't hear it. Breaker.
She definitely can't hear. Did you just break her like a... I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, you can't hear it, I know. It's playing though. We're gonna figure this out. This is the part where you give the headlines.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I was waiting for my cue. I need a light. I need a light to say on air. Something.
Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Let me start over. And cue the headlines.
All right. Breaker. 919. Anyways, so our first breaking news of the headlines is Patrick Dempsey was People's Sexiest Man Alive for what, the year 2023? Okay. They made a big doo-wop about it. last night saying that it was going to be dropped at midnight, everything. Anyways, next breaking news headline. We have... Yeah.
Oh, that's McDreamy from
McDreamy, Grey's Anatomy.
Yo, he like 78 years old. Okay. Oh, he's 57. Let me stop eating.
Yeah.
He got mad gray hair, yo. That's why I said that. Shout out to you, Patrick Dempsey.
All the moms, they love him.
They do.
So, and he was doing a little speed racer action and everything too. Yeah, he drives cars, fast cars.
Mm-hmm. I don't really follow him, so I wouldn't know.
Every once in a while, you see his face pop up, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so you do both, cool. The other headline is breaking news, legit 10 minutes ago. Kel Mitchell from Kenan and Kel has been hospitalized. He's been hospitalized since Tuesday night, and still unknown of the reason why, still unknown of when he's going to be released, but definitely thoughts and prayers out to him and his family. Seems just like a lot of things are going on with people and their health and everything. So just please always take care of yourselves. Don't push yourselves. Don't run yourself ragged. That. And then the last headline is something that Mr. Wilson knows about. Is that North Charleston has their first ever black mayor, former police chief Reggie Burgess.
Whew. Cue round of applause, man. History being made, North Charleston, South Carolina. Well, first of all, peace, prayers, and blessings. I used to watch all that growing up, man, and that show was hilarious. And Kenan and Kel used to have me cracking up. Good Burger. I mean, all the stuff that they did. The other show, Here It Goes.
Yep.
Yeah, like those are my guys, man. So I hate to hear that, but yes, North Charleston, South Carolina. If you are a long-time listener of the show, that is where I lived. When I graduated college, I moved to Somerville, was teaching in Somerville. Then when I moved out of my aunt and uncle's crib, shout out to my uncle Joseph and my aunt BJ for letting me stay there. It's a broke-ass dude that just got out of college. I moved to North Charleston, South Carolina. My family's from the Low Country area, so that is a beautiful thing, man. Hopefully we see some changes down in that area. And all the best wishes and congratulations once again. Oh, Ericca said play. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Those are your headlines. Yo. All right. Well, this is a question I need to ask you because actually I have zero idea. I have no clue.
Well, now I'm nervous.
So no, it's homecoming season. So does homecoming mean anything to you? Like, so you just graduated not too long ago. Have you had a homecoming yet? Have you been back? Is it a thing?
Well, I'll say this. I actually prefer going to my parents' homecoming rather than my own because they went to a HBCU, so I prefer...
Enough said.
Yeah. So talking about going to homecoming, I'm just like, I moved out that city for a reason.
Yeah, the crazy boyfriend guy might still be there too, right?
Yeah, well, that too. And then I was just like, I never really immersed myself in that college anyways that I attended. And that's also another thing is I never really immersed and I never really got to know all these different groups and everything like that. I was just kind of blase. I'm going to get these grades. I'm going to get out, be done with it. But I don't see a reason in me going because also they're not a football school. They were more basketball. We didn't have a football team. It was non-existent.
I don't have a football team. My HBCU don't have a football team, no.
But it was HBCU, so...
We didn't need it.
Yeah, you didn't need it. Yeah. You guys just were able to like jibber jabber, like catch up everything. The vibes were right. You go to the Arts Historic District in Richmond and you got all these different people. It's just not the same.
It ain't.
It's not the same.
And where's your parents go to school?
Virginia State University.
Okay.
That's where they met. Yeah.
Uh-oh, shout out to Love.
Yeah, Black Love.
Want to do some praise for Black Love? Hey, well, well, where did it do? Here, well. Yes, 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 yo. Homecoming season is upon us. Shout out to my Claflin family, Claflin University. Shout out to my South Carolina State University friends, family, and loved ones. South Carolina State University and Claflin University are both in Orangeburg, South Carolina. They are right next to each other, both HBCUs. South Carolina State just had their homecoming. I don't have a problem with State at all. I've never been to any of their homecomings, never been to a tailgate or anything, even when I was in town. But I actually want to start doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my life together. And because, well, one, you need a hell of a lot of leave for work because their homecoming was this past weekend. My homecoming is not this coming weekend, but the following weekend before Thanksgiving and then Thanksgiving. Jeez. Yeah. So, like, if I'm going to go, I want to go. I typically like to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I want to start making that a tradition for myself just to dive deeper into the HBCU culture and then just to celebrate us, man, because like college really kicked our ass. But man, my Claflin family, I'm gonna turn up. I have not been to homecoming, I think, in 3 or 4 years. And I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people. I've been through a lot of shit since I've been to homecoming, obviously. And I'm still in touch with everybody. But the one thing I love about my HBCU experience and homecoming is it's like being right back in school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. Like, you see each other and, like, you're picking up right where you left off. But I want to get into some of the things, the nuances. No mess, no real mess, but some of the nuances and some of the cool stuff that comes along with homecoming. So, one thing for sure, I'll tell you this. If you have a friend, especially if they went to HBCU, you should definitely go to their homecoming. Regardless of your race. You should go for the experience.
It's a different world.
Yeah, there's a lot of events too. I need to get my stuff together and go to the full week of events. You know, like the stuff that is made for people my actual age. Right now, I'm still I'll come to the yard cookout, you know, with the Noops, obviously. And then what else do? I do the tailgate. I do the step show. Sometimes I go to the basketball game. And then I go to a party at night. But I don't really do the university stuff just because, you know, I'm a kid at heart. You know, I don't want to be grown and sexy and having to put on the tux. But, you know, I need to start doing that kind of stuff because, you know, I need to give back and participate and do more for my HBCU because it did so much for me with their experience that I got. So I'm working my way up to that. I promise y'all. But that's one thing. Like, the events are dope. You get to see and meet a lot of the alumni and a lot of the people who paved the way for people like me to go there. Also, you get to see the growth. Like, when I got to Claflin, they were tearing down buildings and building new buildings. And when I left, they were building new buildings. And then since I've been gone, they got a new athletic facility. I want to say they have like a new visitor center. They've built new dorms. The dorms I used to stay in are now like the nurse's office. Like, it's wild to see the growth, the transformation, and the progression. But one of the best things is just the love. Like, when you go with your parents, like, do you just feel the love?
I do. And that was one of my favorite things back when I was touring campuses. We ended up touring them as soon as it was homecoming. And loved it so much. And also, I just associate homecoming with knowing like my parents' like story and the history of like them getting together and things like that. So it's like, love that when they're always talking about like the stories of them being on the yard and everything that people were doing and things like that. So I loved it so much being on campus and seeing that, and also seeing like where her dorm was, where my dad's dorm was, like things like that. Or when they run into people that they haven't seen in a long time and they talk about the memories. I love that.
Yo, so that you just brought up the next point. Look how you just been flowing. That's a beautiful story, man. I might have to have your parents on here to talk about that because, you know, we need some positive relationship stories. The hell? Sorry, I bought a new pillow for my spinal cord / neck.
Oh, wait.
And it's got a QR
new
code.
Pillow?
Yeah.
Oh, is it like the one where it makes you sleep on your back?
It's supposed to be however you sleep, it's supposed to keep your neck straight, basically.
And it's like a little
like
a little mountain. You gotta tell me how that is because I was
been
thinking
really
about
good. It's good.
Okay.
It's good for sleeping. Not good if you like to lay in bed and watch TV because there's no elevation. But for sleeping, it's very comfortable, and it was expensive as hell. I think this pillow was like
60.
No. Close enough. It was like $40. And I'm pissed because I missed a lightning sale on it. I was at work and I thought about it because my neck started hurting. And there was like a lightning sale on one of them. But you know when they do lightning sales on Amazon, they limit how many people get it. And it was like 40% off and I missed it. So I could have got it for like $20 or something like that. But I just put on my Amazon card, whatever.
And that's okay because Black Friday's coming up.
That's not... I already bought mine. That don't help me.
Another.
I only need one. I got one neck and one head. What the heck? Anyway, so running into old people. So that's another thing about homecoming, man. Not even trying to be funny. This is why it's also great to have conflict resolution skills. It's also great to deal with your trauma and your past because you may run into it again. Pardon me. I remember... It must be worse for other people versus me, but I'm me. I remember one year two young ladies that I had so I was walking on campus and it's so funny and weird because I just happened to be walking on campus, walking to the yard to get to our plot. And they were walking together, just talking. I was like, y'all two would end up just happen to be together when I'm by myself walking by. So we
small campus.
That's the other thing, small campus. So it was a high Rob, and then I kept it moving. I feel like I've told that on here before, but that's funny. That was just funny to me. Cool people, no problems. But that's like one of the things. And I don't have no beef or no drama with nobody. But I know some people who still kind of do have a little drama and beef, which I don't know what it's over, but I'm just like, I'm gonna need for y'all to deal with that, because the reality is, we are almost 20 years removed.
Yeah.
I graduated late, but, my class, I was supposed to graduate in 07. So, wait, is that 20? No, it's not 20 years yet. But, like some of y'all still mad, like y'all want to fight people over stuff that happened 20 years ago. I'm gonna need for you to deal with that. And it's also great, every now and again you see professors still there. Is it almost 20 years ago? Am I that old?
Yeah, it is. 4 years away. So it's 16 years.
I wonder if any of my professors are still there. I have seen professors, and it's great to give them hugs and let them know, hey, I know I slept in your class and I might have failed a couple tests, but I went out and became a productive citizen of society. I did. And I made a positive impact. And I got a chance to thank them. So that's always cool. Just hanging out with my fraternity brothers and just being young again. Because y'all know, if you listen to the show, I'm an introvert. I don't do shit, right? So that's the only time I really go out, I party. Don't really drink like that. Especially now, like my stomach was messed up and I stopped drinking for like 4 or 5 months, and then I realized I could drink again. One, I'm good. You don't feel like it. Yeah, like after one, what 3 or 4 drinks used to make me feel, one drink makes me feel. And I'm like, this is where your tolerance should be. Let's keep it here. It shouldn't take 3 or 4 drinks to feel like this. So, I'm going to drink light. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to party. That's going to be fun. Ericca, do you have any like old people that you just don't want to see, or old people you would like to reconnect with?
It's funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because today I texted my friends, and my friends, I've known them for 10 years. So we went to high school together and everything. And I texted them, I said, I went to the bank looking busted and everything and ran into somebody from high school, and they said, oof, what bank? What bank? And I told them, I said that it's crazy because it's like you sitting there at the counter and both of y'all are trying to look everywhere in the room but at each other because y'all both don't want to acknowledge.
How busted were you?
I was busted. Like
Ericca, you're a pretty young lady. Why are you running around busted, yo?
Because I was like running around the house, and I was.
Oh, okay. It was a quick run.
Yeah, I said, no one's gonna see me in this outfit. everybody sees you in the
Everybody sees you in the
outfit.
outfit all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I texted him. I said, no place here is safe, okay? I can't go to Target. I can't go to the bank. I can't go get gas. I said, I have to look like not put together 24/7, but every time that I'm like, did they look like so and so from school? And I start shimmying and like speed walking as fast as I can through a parking lot to get away because it's just like, some people I just don't care to keep in contact with. I don't care to see. I'm gonna be so for real.
Yeah, oh, I'm with you on that. Cause some
Yeah,
people be like, yo, we should get up. We should
I was like,
nah,
we should
nah.
not.
We shouldn't. No. No. Cause a lot of times that be they stuff ain't together and yours is. So they're like, how can I be like you? It's called changing your fucked up habits. Like,
Yes. Between that or like if they see like my mom out and like my mom, she's very like friendly and
friendly.
she also she knows like everyone that I used to talk to and hang out with in school. So like they'll come up to my mom and my mom's text me. She's like, I ran into so and so, and I'm just like, well, unrun into them because I do not want to keep in contact.
That is too funny, yo. I don't have that problem anymore. Where my mom lives, she lives where I grew up at, and all of my friends are gone. Like I think there's like maybe one person that I grew up with that's still here, but my mom ain't never gonna see him. Now my mom's retired. She be home all day enjoying all of the streaming services that I provide.
As she should.
I provide a lot for her. I feel like a parent sometimes.
Well, they do say that your parents parent you, but at some point it switches gears and you start to parent your parents.
Like low key, my mom don't need cable. Like she be on the streaming services all the time, and then
she have a Roku.
She don't need it. She got a smart TV, so it's all built in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I have a Roku, and if she wants cable or anything, that just go on Pluto. I love Pluto. I stay on Pluto, and it's free.
That. She only watches the news. She watches the news. She does like watching Jeopardy. She watches like 3 or 4 things. Oh no, you know what? She like recording the soaps. She still watch soaps.
Her stories.
Gotta watch the story. Them story, I ain't gonna lie. We'll get back to Homecoming in a second. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I have an older cousin. Got a lot of, shout out to my cousin Antoine. A lot of love, a lot of respect from him. Like a big brother, man. And one summer he was watching, like I was at my grandma's house, super young. And he was like watching the stories. But I was old enough to start understanding. I was transitioning out of cartoons into like real people TV. And I was like, man, how do you watch that? It's boring, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yo, I'm telling you, man. He's like, you sit down and start paying attention. He's like, he was like, just start learning one character at a time.
Them crazy storylines.
Man, what's the one with the white background and the road, like it's like red writing? Bold and the Beautiful or Young and the Restless. One of them.
Young and the Restless.
I think it was Young and the Restless.
My parents used to, they talked to me about that, how back when they were in school, they would plan their college schedule around the airing.
Yo, listen. Yeah, I can see why. I mean, you had to. So y'all got to put this into context. Now, back when I grew up, there was no TiVo. There was no recording your stuff. There was certain stuff. There was no reruns. If you missed it, your ass missed it. The end. Or you had to do the most impossible thing, which I've never ever seen anyone do, is set your VCR up to record it. If you don't know what a VCR is, go look it up on YouTube. It's literally like I'm joking, but I'm not joking because as a teacher, I've asked my students what a VCR is, and they don't know, and I have to show them. And they're like, "What's like? That's how you used to watch movies?" And I was like, "Yeah." And the quality was horrible. I thought it was everything, but I was like, the quality was horrible. You got to rewind the tapes. I'm like, y'all lucky. Y'all get whatever y'all want whenever you want it most of the time when it comes to entertainment. But I digress. I started getting into soaps, man. I watched it all summer, and I really learned the characters and the story, and I was really into the drama. It was cool. And then that same cousin is the one that put me on the Grey's Anatomy when I think it was my first year teaching. I was real sick. And I was like, what should I watch? I watched Spartacus on Netflix, and then I got into Grey's Anatomy. But I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy. And that show's
still going.
It's
the storylines, when it becomes just so ridiculous, where it's like, ain't no way you supposed to live through all that. Like,
yeah.
And work at the hospital. Hospital done blown up. Everybody gone. Somehow by the next episode, the hospital put back together. Like, be
Yeah.
so for real.
You know what's funny? That part is unrealistic, but there's another side of it that's realistically unrealistic, but still realistic. And what I mean by that is,
I follow.
It's weird because they go through so much trauma and drama.
Yes.
And it doesn't seem like they affect them, but that's kind of like what it is today in real life. Like,
yeah,
I'm really thinking about the last 48 hours and like the killings and the shootings and all the stuff that I've seen. And like,
you're desensitized.
Yeah, I don't even think I mean, not to be rude or mean, but I didn't really feel anything because I see it so much and so often. And I know it's bad and I know it's horrible. But like, you wouldn't be able to tell unless I told you. And that show was kind of got like that. I'm like, yo, like,
it's too much.
Like, your man just got stabbed, you know, like you just gave him 4 ounces of blood, and 2 days later, y'all down the hall laughing. I'm like, huh? Like, I don't know, like it's weird, but no disrespect, no knock on Grey's Anatomy. If y'all still watching, keep watching it. I would have to catch up on like 3 seasons or 4 seasons and stuff like that, but I digress. Back to Homecoming. Yeah, running into old people is cool. There are some people, honestly. Yo, I gotta get my homeboy Colin. Colin remembers everybody. He's one of my older frat brothers. Only a couple years older than me. Yo, this is how I know I'm getting old. I'm starting to forget people. And some people have memories of me that I don't have of myself. And I could kind of see why. I drank a lot in college. Not alcoholic drink, but drank probably more than I should have. But there's been like this girl, this young lady. The last few times I went to Homecoming, she came up to me. Oh, hey, Rob. Big hug. How you doing? Oh, my gosh. It's been so long. I have no fucking clue who you are. Like, zero, absolutely no, like, it's pretty too. And I'm like, yo, like, she got the characteristics of somebody that I should remember, and I don't remember her.
Did you hit her with the, oh, hey?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Took the hug. She's smelling all good. I'm exposing myself. Hopefully she doesn't listen. But I'm mad because I'm like, yo, why don't I remember her? But I also have to remember I have a lot of trauma. My dad passed away when I was in college. I went through a lot in college. So maybe some of those memories are just jumbled around. I don't know. And I was there longer than I should have been.
Out.
Yeah, and I was there longer than I should have been. So, well, I ain't gonna say should have been, but I was there longer. I was there an extra year and a half. So total, I think. Oh no, longer, because I took a total of it. I was in the area from 2003 to 2009, but I took a total. I want to say I took a year and a semester off. I can't even remember anymore. But yeah, I'm starting to forget some people, and I'm starting to forget some of the things. And they used to be like, it's bad when they hit you with the. You remember how you used to? No.
I don't
do that anymore. Whatever that was.
Yeah, that's exactly why I avoid people. I don't need to remember anything from the year when I first decided I'm gonna drink. Oof. I don't need to know.
You got to share a drinking story with us.
It'd be bad.
A
majority of it has been with my parents though, so I feel like I've been pretty tame, pretty cool. But yeah.
How bad?
Okay. I've never thrown up, but
that's good.
There was an instance where, and I'm a lightweight, but there was an instance where I was with my dad, and I kind of just forgot the fact that I was a lightweight, and I think it was for my birthday. I want to say last year or so, and we had drank. We were at a bar in DC where they let you pour your own drink.
What?
Which was terrible.
That's
terrible.
Where the hell? What's the name? Get the name of that place, please. Continue.
It's
the hell.
They give you the thing, but they give you a cup, and then you just continue to like pour from that little bottle that they give you.
Sounds like sake.
And it had me tore up. And then we ended up over at another bar, and this was back when I was still living by myself and everything. I kid you not. I fell out the car as soon as they rolled up to my apartment. I opened the door feet gave out from me, fell down like a little child, like scraped up my knees, everything.
Oh my God.
My dad had to walk me to my door, unlock the door, and then be like, "You good?" And I'm just sitting there like
No.
playing, laying on the floor, playing with my cat, and I'm just like, "I'm great. I'm great. Can't you tell?" I that was one instance. The other instance, I want to say, oh my goodness. The other instance, what was it? I think we were in Vegas. I went on a girls trip for my friend's birthday. She was turning 20, she was turning 23 this past year. We went to Vegas. And you know that is like the worst city
I
to
haven't
be
been. I'm hating.
tore up. Oh, I loved it. We went to go see Adele and everything. We were at all these different bars and clubs. And I just remember the fact that we were at this club and then we were at this bar and we took like 6 7 shots that night.
Oh,
And
you're
I told
wilding.
you I am not a drinker. I
You were
am
wilding.
lightweight. And they were heavy handed. And our bar, he wasn't even our bartender, our server, he kept saying, "I'm gonna take a shot with y'all." And I said, "Sir, you're not helping the situation because you're pouring these heavy handed." And
Ooh.
people were buying us drinks. And I just remember just feeling so tore up on that dance floor where I was just twirling. I was just like, I'm in a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the Uber on the way back to the hotel, we got into an argument about different landscapes and
What?
everything about like mountains and canyons. And
You was
because
drunk.
we were drunk.
That's beyond.
And yeah, I don't even know how we still why they allowed me to be the one to hold on to the hotel room key.
Oh shit.
I don't know why. But we made it back. But the jet lag and the time difference being West Coast to East
The
Coast,
3 hours. Mm-hmm.
I woke up to my mom calling me because she said it's like 4 or 5 p.m. on the East Coast, and she hadn't heard from me all day.
I just came back to life. Okay.
Yeah, I woke up and said hello. I was like voice Greg like gravely scratchy, just gone. And I just like I can't even remember the night. I just know that I was telling myself the whole night. The room was spinning and I was just like, "Don't you
Damn.
dare throw up." I said, "Don't you dare throw up." I said, "You're a punk if you get up and throw up in that bathroom right now." I will bully myself. I will
No.
bully myself so I don't throw up because every time that they're like, "Oh, you want another shot?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, and I'm like, "We just gonna do a shot,"
The funny thing is, throwing up makes you feel so much better.
which is what I've heard, but I can't get through with the whole motion of it.
Okay.
Where I'm just like, I'd rather just suffer and let the room spin and me just sit there and contemplate life
I,
than force myself to throw up. I just can't do it.
now I don't recommend it. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. I don't like throwing up. I've only thrown up from liquor 2 times that I can remember. And I've told this story on here, so I'll make it quick. One was after I crossed Kappa. I brought over another line, and we came down to Charleston, and I think it was either 4. It wasn't that many of us. I think it was only 4 of us, and we killed a whole bottle of Paul Masson. Whatever, the bottles of liquors that range between that $25 and $40 range, that size.
Mm-hmm.
But we hadn't eaten all day, and this was before everybody stayed open late, and me and my boy both threw up in the club, and these Negroes put us back in the car and went back in the club. In North Charleston, South Carolina, we could have gotten our throats slit and robbed. And they left the windows down, and they only left us with these words of encouragement. "Nigga, don't throw up in my car." So and we destroyed the vending machine the next day. That next day, we hit that vending machine up. And then one time, it was after a breakup, man. Ugh, oof. That was when
Those be the worst ones.
Oh, that was the first love.
Yeah.
The first everything.
You're on the floor hugging the toilet like it's over.
No,
Yeah.
so it wasn't that type of drama. What happened? I actually don't think it was the liquor because I don't remember drinking that much. I had Pizza Hut, and I don't think the pizza was cooked all the way, the meat and stuff. And I had a couple drinks, and I remember throwing up And it was embarrassing because I was around a bunch of people I don't know like that. I was with one homeboy. We went out to go do something. I had to go. We was at somebody's house, and I had to go step outside, and I threw up. He was like, "You straight, bro? You straight?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I feel better now that I threw up." Those are only 2 times I can actually remember because I don't like getting sloppy drunk, and I typically get sleepy. Like I'm not a hype person. When I do, those like if you. Because liquor is like a depressant. It depresses me. Like, I really, like, it relaxes me. So I'll just be like, nah. There's a picture of me sleeping at homecoming in the chair because I was drunk. Oof. When I find it, I'll send it to you. But, yeah.
I definitely have my moments. I definitely have my moments where it's a stimulant rather than a depressant. The other time was for my birthday this past year when I turned 23. I took 8... It was like 7 or 8 green tea shots. Yeah.
Yo, you wildin'.
And I was with my parents. And a majority of all my heavy drinking, I'm usually with my parents when I start doing it because I'm just like, they'll take care of me. They'll put me to bed. It's okay. And no, you just wake up on the couch, big homie. But I took 7 to 8 shots, and then I went up and I did karaoke. Yeah. And
I'll be damned.
But the crowd loved it.
The
crowd loved it. They loved it.
I hear you.
That was a good time. My dad, he said, "You're gonna have to get up there and do the karaoke. You gotta go through that binder." And I said, "Another green tea shot, another one, and another one."
Wow.
And I threw them back. I said, "Listen, I'm gonna give them a performance they will never forget." And I performed a Panic at the Disco song, and I was jumping around. I was just like, man, drunk. I could do this. Yes.
You know, I've noticed, I'm trying to think, the women that I've hung around, most of them when they drink, y'all get hyper.
Yeah.
But when y'all crash, ooh wee.
It's a bad crash because after every night of heavy drinking, I just wake up so groggy. And the other time, I stayed over at my friend's house and we drank the whole night and didn't go to bed until like 5 a.m.
Oh, y'all wild.
Why we wake up at 7 a.m? Her mom was sitting there because it was Mother's Day, and I said, "Good morning."
Wow.
Yeah, and I said,
not drunk for Mother's Day.
Yeah, and I was so hungover, and I said, "I gotta go home. I gotta make breakfast for my mama."
Turn off all the lights.
I had my sunglasses in my car. I said, "I gotta get home and get to my mama." And I got.
But you were already sober when you got in your car, officer.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes, I was 100% sober. I was just so upset. I was just so upset that the sun was out and bright and it was hot.
Right.
And I knew I needed to get coffee.
The sun did its job. And how dare you rise like you do every day? Go ahead.
Yes. And then through my windshield. I said, tinted windshield for what?
I'll be damned.
I can see you.
Yes, I was so mad. I was driving on 95, edges gone with the wind. I'm trying to get to my parents' house. I'm bustling through the door. I fall through the door, everything. I'm knocking the door. And I'm just sitting on the couch. And I'm just like, I can't cook. I was like, I'm going to DoorDash her breakfast. And fell asleep on the couch. My parents didn't wake up for like an extra 3 hours. And I said, why did I wake up so early?
You weren't actually up. You were in survival mode. It's okay.
Yeah. Bloodshot eyes. I had one contact in, the other contact gone.
Ew.
It popped out my eye when I was asleep. I don't know.
For shame, Ericca. For shame.
It's been some growing pains and experiences with drinking. I will say that.
So, still on the topic of drinking and swinging it back over to homecoming, there's also the drunk guy or the drunk person at homecoming that loves everybody.
The hugs?
Yeah, and I still feel bad to this day. There's this guy. He looks familiar, but I don't remember going to school with him. And one time, the porta potties were on the side of the old gym because everything was outside, and there's a hill, and this dude was drunk.
Mm-mm.
And I was coming down the hill, and he was struggling on the hill, and I didn't recognize it. And he reached his hand up like he wanted to give me dap, or I wasn't by myself, so I'm like, what is he doing? And when I realized it was too late because he fell backwards,
See?
he was trying to get support.
And you just watch that man.
And we helped him up. He was like, yeah, man, your bathroom. I was like, all right, because sometimes the piss makes you feel good too. Like when you get that good piss out, it's like, okay, ooh, some of this liquor is gone. But the officers, on the yard saw that. So I put them in the thing. And they was like, that's your homeboy, that's your homeboy. And we left. I was like, I don't know who that is, bro. Like, leave me out of this. So they stood out there and like, I don't know if they made him leave or whatnot. But I felt bad because I was like, man, I almost caught him. But and
the thing is,
hard, yo.
He probably woke up so sore and bruised.
He woke
said,
up
where
sore,
these come from?
1,000%. Like he weighed 130 pounds soaking wet. He definitely, he fell hard, yo. Because when you drunk, I mean, yeah, when you drunk to the point that you can't, and this wasn't a steep hill. It wasn't like, it was just a little dip. And I was like, dang, man, I felt for him. What else about homecoming? Oh, just the tailgate, man. So it's really dope being in a Divine Nine organization. So being with the Noops, man, we got our tailgate set up, barbecue going. I always get there early so I can make sure I eat. And I just like going around to everyone else's tent, hollering at people, just fellowshipping, catching up. And it feels like, it's funny, that's one of the beautiful things about social media. That's how we keep up with one another, commenting, DMing, or whatever. It's very weird. I DM far more than I text, which is weird, which I need to stop doing. Because some of the stuff we DM, I'm like, why am I giving them this data? Like, these people could destroy my life. Anyway, not really. But when certain things, I'm like, nah, nigga, text me that. Like, like, delete this. Like, what are you doing?
Leave it buried.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, we don't own this. Like, these people could be like, oh, he's coming, he's on the come up. Let's ruin him. Like, get out of here. Leaked text messages or DMs from Instagram from podcast influencer Robert Wilson Jr. from My Experience podcast says he promotes positivity, but in the DMs, it seems quite the opposite. Yeah, dog, I was about to whoop his ass yesterday, but you know what I'm saying? They got me on voice memos because I do voice memos. Done. And I can't hide because I got a podcast, so y'all literally have 295 samples of my voice, so I can't.
Yup. And you agreed to the terms and conditions.
All the terms and conditions that I didn't read. All of them. But love that about homecoming. Love the step show, man. High energy. High level competition. Love reconnecting with those lovely ladies, I still there's 1.5 crushes still.
Crushes?
Just something about one of them is just something. There's both of them. There's just something about them. I can't.
You gotta shoot your shot.
No. One is absolutely never in life. Just because of other decisions that I've made. That's not really a crush anymore, but that was someone I did have a crush on.
We're fond of.
Sure. And the other one, I'm pretty sure I'm all the way in the deepest, darkest corner of the friend zone. So there's no point in even broaching this. I thought about actually saying something to her, but I'm like, there's no point in broaching that topic. And I think we may want different things in life anyway. So, but I still admire her beauty.
Yeah.
And we're still cool. So there's that. So you see some people reconnecting. That's always cool, getting those hugs and stuff like that. But just having that sense of community and that sense of belonging, turning up like you did when you was in your 20s, it just feels so good. And I mean, even though some of my memories are embarrassing, had a viral song out because I was doing a record label back then with one of my fraternity brothers. Yeah, we had a viral song out before viral was out. We had one of those Crank That songs. It was called Crank That Roy. Funny enough.
Let me hear it. I need to hear it.
I've never told you about this?
No.
I got you after the show. I'll send it to you. But
that's like me and my clothing line that was failed.
Black people always fail at that clothing line. Let me stop. Let me not put that in the atmosphere. You got to fail to learn.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, so it's funny I mentioned that because we have a group. We started a group way. I don't even manage it anymore, but there's a group on Facebook called. Let me look it up because someone tagged me like at least 2 or 3 times a year. Someone will tag me in the video. It's a group on Facebook. It said I was doing homework, then I ended up on Facebook. So I posted the song and all of our links, and we had a ringtone and all that. I had like the whole description in Facebook. January 4th, 2008. Till this day, people still comment on that or they reshare it, and it for some reason it comes to me and sends me an alert. I got one today.
That's just showing that by January 4th of 2024, y'all need to have a reunion.
That won't happen. That is not happening.
Y'all need to celebrate the anniversary and re-release.
No. I just sent it to you. I just sent it to you on Facebook.
Oh, I can't wait to listen.
So there's not really that many words. It's really about the dance. But anyway, so they're gonna play Crank That Roy, and everybody's gonna want me to Roy. That's what everyone say. Oh, remember Roy, Rob? Remember that? Painful memories. Didn't make a fucking dollar.
But that's okay.
No, it's not. Not with what I know today. But that's neither here nor there.
Go viral on TikTok.
Who knows? Yeah. So that's another beautiful thing just about homecoming, man. It's a reminder of a very interesting part of your life, that social bubble of responsibilities, but not the certain levels of responsibilities. Like it depending on your journey. I mean, some people had all the responsibilities of an adult, but just taking your education into your own hands, like for real, without constant support, constant supervision, constant monitoring, and just learning and growing and bumping your head and kind of becoming an adult, man. That walk down memory lane feels great. And it always feels good to know that I have a group of people that share so many things with me that I can call upon when I need them, or just someone I know I can relate to. So shout out to you, Claflin University. The only tough thing about our homecoming is that it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So your leave got to be on point at work. And mine is not. So I won't even be able to go until Friday when I get off. Thankfully, I get off at 3:30. Orangeburg is only a couple hours away from me. Yeah. I'm probably, I need to coordinate with my boy Bird. I'm probably going to leave. I'm probably going to pack my car and leave right after work. Just leave from work and get on the highway, take a shower, go in the yard, whatever. It just depends. It depends on what everybody doing. If everybody really ain't doing nothing Friday, I might just go Saturday for the tailgate or just come Friday night. Who knows? But next year I wanna come for a longer period of time. But that's neither here nor there. All right. Any other thoughts, feelings about homecoming from your point of view, perspective?
Just that everyone should definitely go at least once, because then you're gonna want to go again and again.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you get free food and it's just a bunch of people hanging out and you see a bunch of school spirit. Yeah, it's definitely good vibes. All right, y'all. So I named this episode without even talking to Ericca. My apologies. It's called Fourth Quarter. And part of the reason I call it fourth quarter because it's legit fourth quarter, but we're winding down to the end of the year. And I touched on it at the top of the show. I forgot what I said at the top of the show.
At the top?
Something about like, I don't know.
At the top.
Well, we'll touch back on it. What time is it? You got timestamps? I ain't got timestamps. 48 minutes. 48 minutes and 44 seconds. You got timestamps?
Oh no.
You over there with thumbs up like you.
The timestamps.
But you got your thumbs up like you got the timestamps. It's fine. I didn't even ask you to do them. It's fine. I just looked down. So I saw it. 48 minutes and some change. I'll remember that. But fourth quarter, man. So we didn't just talk about that. Yeah, like for me, I'll sum mine up quickly, and then actually you go first because I think I went first last time. I need to.
Well, no, I usually remember things when you go first.
You
You know what
steal
I
my you
mean?
steal from my memories. Nah, fourth quarter for me,
And I
yo,
do it again.
is very is very. Oh, I remember now. Thank you. You just reminded me. I talked about my friends who said I don't do enough for myself. Yeah, that's going to be a huge shift, and I'm going to piss some people off. I'm out to really stop doing a lot for others, not to be an asshole and not to be mean, but I need to do a lot for me, for what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to be. I'm gonna have to make a lot of drastic changes and take a lot of leaps, and I can't carry a bunch of people with me. Don't even know if I can carry anybody with me. And people are gonna take it personal. I know people always do. Because one of my favorite phrases is, which I've seen, is people don't like to see you be successful without them, right? And it's like, well, we all have opportunities. We all have chances. We all can make changes and significant moves to better our position and our situation. But for me, the question is, are you willing and able to be uncomfortable? Like, anytime I've had major growth, major change in my life, I had to be uncomfortable. Like, trying to join a football team, in high school. Never played football. Was really, really naturally athletic. Joined the football team in high school. I got cut. But I met Jamil McClain, who is now a Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens. I met my boy Andre Odom, who's a sports agent. So I made some great connections. That was cool. When I took the leap of faith to go to college and be on my own, when I took the leap of faith to join the fraternity, Kappa Psi Fraternity Incorporated, did that, started a record label, did real estate, teaching, all these things were very uncomfortable, but I learned a lot. So I'm willing, ready, and able to do that. I need to get back into that mindset, but in order to do so, I need my time, I need my energy, I need my resources for me. So for me, the fourth quarter, obviously, Thanksgiving coming up, going to Charleston, hanging with family, eating, chilling, having a good time, and just going to reflect on the year and look forward to what I really want to get done next year professionally and with Pass the Peas app. Y'all hop on Pass the Peas app. We want to see y'all share those Thanksgiving recipes. What's up? Holla at your boy. The link is in the description, man. I'm definitely going to put some Thanksgiving recipes up on there. So please join us for the holiday season on Pass the Peas app. We want to grow that thing out. So I'm going to be doing that. December, I'm getting a root canal the weekend after my birthday. Actually, that's my birthday week. My birthday, I think, is on a Sunday, and I'm getting a root canal that Thursday before Christmas, because Christmas is on Sunday, I think, right? Yeah. So I'm ending the year.
I thought it was Monday.
It might be Monday. You could be right. I just know my dentist appointment is on a Thursday. Yeah. I mean, I don't have that much leave because I'm new at my job, and my manager made a good point. She was like, at least you'll have time to recover. Blah! So, yeah, that's what the end of my year honestly looks like. I'm going to probably more than likely spend Christmas here in Spartanburg, chilling, which ain't a bad thing. I got everything I need here, honestly, and my nephew is the center of attention, main attraction, so be hanging out with him and getting him some stuff, man, and just saving money because I ain't got to travel. So I'm going to thoroughly enjoy that. I'm going to enjoy the peace in my life. I'm going to enjoy the fact that I get to hang out with my mom, who as an adult, I have not spent. This is the most time I've spent with her as an adult, because when once I left here in 97, lived with my dad, came back to South Carolina, but I went to college, so I never moved in with my mom, graduated college, and then moved to Charleston, South Carolina, the Charleston area, did that, then moved to Virginia. So we haven't been in the same place for like however long. I can't do math. So whatever, since 97, basically, or 96, basically. So it was cool to come back here and just hang out with her and like really let her see adult Rob, other than, we always saw each other on the holidays, really. So it's been dope, and I'm just gonna continue to enjoy that and enjoy the energy and just enjoy the time, man. That's the fourth quarter for me, man, and just refocusing the podcast, definitely checking in on you, still recording episodes. I'll get with you to decide when we want to shut it down for the year, cause to shut it down for the year. Maybe like, well, I don't know. I'm thinking like mid-December or something like that. Especially since I'm having half a tooth in the back of my mouth. Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
But y'all have fun in the fourth quarter, especially those of you participating in cuffing season.
Good luck to y'all.
Well, Thanksgiving is the playoff, so we'll see that. Thanksgiving through what? Because February is like the finals. So yeah, we're in the playoffs right now. That's gonna be interesting. But I've spilled my guts. So what about you, Erica? What you think about the fourth quarter? Was it?
Man, this last quarter. I'm only saying that because there's this guy in the gym. He says that all the time when it's like the last 10 minutes of his workout. He'd be like, "It's last quarter. It's last quarter," and I'm just like, he's so right. But I've really been reflecting a lot, I guess, the past couple of months and kind of just figuring out where I want to be and who I really want to be within this next year. And I know that sounds just so cliche, but hey now,
That's real.
we have to live. Yeah, it's real. And I feel like you have to treat yourself as if you are the main character in your own movie, because I mean, it's the only way that you can actually know to, one, sometimes not take things seriously.
Yep.
And also, two, everybody has a conflict resolution. The Rising, forgive me, I forgot like half of the stuff from English, but everybody has it, right? So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's like you all have it in the little plot line, whatever. So I guess this past couple of weeks, I've just been really thinking and really honing in on the fact that life is, yes, while it's serious, but also take a deep breath, because you are not going to be able to control every single thing that happens in your life. You just can't.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And so it's like sometimes you really just have to question yourself, as in like, I'm trying to control something where I know physically it is out of my hands. I know that, but I'm trying to live in the denial of it. And you just have to just let your hands go off of that rail. So definitely just trying to tell myself, remind myself that I am still young, and that a lot of people that you see that are successful in life, they didn't get their starts or anything like that until they were well into their adult years.
Yeah.
So it's like that, to remind yourself that, to stay graceful to yourself, give yourself grace no matter what. Me and my dad were definitely talking about like different things about how you constantly have to keep moving forward, don't look back, because when you look back, you open the door for just so much more. When you already lived in that experience, there's nothing else that you can learn from that. So just take what you got from it and what you've gained and just keep moving forward. So I've definitely been thinking about that a lot lately, as well as pouring more into myself and forcing myself to be uncomfortable. I get so comfortable with the idea of being within my comfort zone and just knowing that things are stagnant because I like my routine.
Yeah.
But I know that I need to force myself to just be uncomfortable. I don't like really going out. I hate going out. I hate when I look up and I make eye contact with somebody. I'm just like, don't look at me, look away.
Yeah, I'd be like that.
Yeah, so it's like I need, so that's one of the things that I'm trying to force myself to do is, no, you need to go out and you need to just be uncomfortable and just sit with that sometimes. So that, because as you said, you cannot change if you're comfortable.
Yeah.
There's no way. You cannot grow if you're comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable. And yes, it's scary. And yes, it's anxiety inducing, but you have to do it. And so I'm pushing myself to be a little bit more outgoing. I'm a very social person when I choose to be, but I know that I need to be a lot more outgoing, and I need to present that a lot more instead of just being comfortable within my own little bubble in my own little world. So that's definitely something I've been thinking about a lot this last quarter. And also, change is very scary, but also stop associating it automatically with something negative.
Yes.
Change is also very good for the soul. So all these new opportunities, whether it's jobs, friendships, relationships, things like that, stop being so scared and stop looking for a reason to shut it down automatically as soon as something happens for you, because all you're doing, really you're just blocking your blessings. You don't know what's going on. And also at the end of the day, you are exactly where you are supposed to be at this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang it. She's good, y'all. She's good. That's why she's still here.
Half of that was from therapy.
Oh, what?
Oh, I go to therapy. I haven't been in a couple of months, but I do go to therapy.
Ow.
It's something that I really think
That's
everyone
beautiful.
should do. Yeah.
I agree. I've only had like a few sample sessions and stuff like that, but I was in unfortunately, I had to learn to work through some stuff before the age of conversation about mental health and stuff. But thank goodness I have. So people have asked me if I've been in therapy before, and I was like, they're like, you sound like it, and I'm like, nah, just doing the work, sitting down, thinking, making connections. But yeah, everything you said, 1000%, man. Another thing I like to tell people is remember you have a choice. It's your life. One of the most beautiful things about life is you get to choose, and you don't have to wait. You can choose right now. You're gonna upset some people. You're gonna ruffle some feathers. That's part of being uncomfortable. Like you said, I'm an introvert. My new job literally requires me to talk to damn near everybody.
Yeah.
I literally cannot do my job properly without talking to a bunch of different people. Like I have to. And I'm going to be teaching these people. Like everyone. I'm responsible for literally teaching everyone when they sign up for certain classes and stuff. So I literally, it's not like teaching. Teaching, I was isolated. They're kids. They're still people, but they're kids. You know what I'm saying? We connect.
They're
we laugh.
easier to talk to.
Right. Way easier to talk to. And we're into the same stuff. Video games, anime, blah, blah, blah. As far as the adults, I only really had to truly connect with my team. And all we talked about was what we're doing in our classroom. Easy peasy. Did that for 10 years. Now I'm in a place where it's like, okay, yeah, this is your team. But hey, oh, you need this? Well, you got to talk to this person. Oh, you need that? You got to talk to this person. Go to my supervisor. Hey, I'm stuck on this. Can you help me? Yeah, here's this person's email. Reach out to them. Send it. And these are people from the top of the company, tippity top of the company, all the way, I don't want to say down in a bad way, but all the way down to like an entry level person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is not my normal comfort zone, but I like it because it's a reminder to be uncomfortable. And this is a great change. I have a good, I love where I'm at. So yeah.
And practice makes perfect.
She ain't hit me with the, let me hit this. I'm hitting another drop. The music is playing. Let's holla at the brothers. Right on, brothers. Yo, that's gonna forever be funny, yo. That is never gonna not be funny.
I truly don't know what else I could have said in that moment.
We'll figure it out. I wish you could hear this music. I can't believe you can't hear this. I gotta email them and see what I can do about this. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute.
Because I just make up my own music.
Wait a minute. You are 6. Can you hear the music now? No. Nothing. Okay. I was testing something because there's...
Like, it comes out very muffled and almost like a chopped and screwed remix.
I'm mad at that. All right, my brothers, man. Make the choices that are best for you. Real simple message, real easy message. Make the choices that are best for you. It's okay. They gonna be mad. They gonna be upset. They gonna say things about you. They gonna talk behind your back. They gonna try to put you on guilt trips. And that goes back to what I said earlier. People don't like to see you successful without them. People don't like to see you grow without them. But here's the funny thing about that. The same way you're making the choices that are best for you to help you in your life and to help you grow, they could be doing the same thing. But everybody is not willing, ready, and able to put in the work. If you're willing, ready, and able to put in the work, don't let nobody stop you. That's all I got. You got anything for the brothers?
I actually have a sentence this time.
Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna let y'all know, no one's gonna be able to live your life but you. Okay? Just remember that. No one's gonna live your life other than you.
I'll be
So you
damned.
have to think about how you want your life to look in the future, how you're gonna get there, everything. A lot of people can say different things to you, like, oh, well, I would have done this, I would have done that. They're not you. Live your life how you want to live it, because at the end of the day, you're stuck with you. That's it. And your decisions. No one else's, yours. That's all I got for you.
Music came in super loud. Yeah, I agree. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Homecoming season. Shout out to Claflin University. See y'all in a week. A week from now. A week from now. You know, homecoming. Yeah, and it's fourth quarter, man. What y'all doing for fourth quarter? Start winding down. Start relaxing. Mental health is very important this part of the year, man. That fall winter depression is very real. I believe November is Mental Health Month. Yeah.
Seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression. That's the word I was looking for. What did I say? Don't repeat it. Yeah, that stuff, man. But, you know, goes back to the catchphrase of this show, y'all. Take care of yourselves physically, mentally, and financially. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.
That was Ericca's cat. We out, y'all.
Yeah.